Hello, hello, and welcome back to the channel. You guys, we're finally back. We are here. It is happening. We are going back into the dressing room, and today's dressing room is Old Navy. Old Navy is an American clothing company owned by the Gap Corporation. It was established in the early 90s as a less expensive alternative to Gap. It has become very successful in the last 30 years and has become its own place. And in fact, we have actually been to Old Navy in the series before over a year ago. Old Navy was the very first inside the dressing room video that I ever attempted. So the formatting of these videos has changed quite a bit, and over a year has gone by. So I thought it would be good to take a look, I suppose, with a new, more well-informed eye at Old Navy, see what they got going on. Also, just like a new year, new trend cycle, definitely fall season in the Old Navy at my mall. And yeah, I thought we'd just go on in. I have a lot of experience with Old Navy. Obviously, I've been there before in this video, but also growing up, Old Navy was like the go-to place. My mom bought all my flip-flops there. Remember when flipped like their wall of flip-flops? That was like a huge thing in the Old Navy when I was growing up. I got a lot of my clothes from there because they were cheap. My mom thought they were good quality. Honestly, they were good quality. I feel like they always had, especially when I was growing up, like a very Americana feel that my mom loves. So yeah, we got a lot of stuff from Old Navy when I was growing up. As an adult, I would say I shop at Old Navy. Oh my God, there's a spider on the floor. Tuna, do you not fucking see the spider? My cats are so pampered and useless. I'm just gonna let it do its thing. Sorry, I'm very afraid of spiders. Okay, anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, as an adult, I've shopped here and there at Old Navy. I got a couple of maternity things from Old Navy, which were really nice because they weren't that expensive, and obviously I only needed them for a short period of time. I wouldn't say it's like my go-to store when I need new stuff, but they have really cute kids clothes. So I feel like in the last year and a half, I have been in there quite a bit buying clothes for my kid. So yeah, I have a bit of experience at Old Navy. Obviously, I'm very familiar with what it is, and we have been there before, but like most retailers in the United States, they change what their selection is so frequently, it is worth revisiting from time to time. As a little like 1 year homage to the beginning of this series, let's go to Old Navy. Oh, and then of course, something else I forgot to mention is that these are my measurements right here. I'm usually a size 12 or an extra large. Of course, that varies greatly across brands. I'm pear-shaped, so I'm a small or a medium on top, and then an extra large typically on bottom. Okay, I ended up trying on 5 outfits at Old Navy. Walking in, I don't know, I'm so familiar with Old Navy. This is pretty much what I expected. It's well organized, typically well stocked. They have tons of options, easily maneuverable. Usually the kids stuff for me is in the back, women's on the right, men's on the left. And definitely it was giving back to school, like the styles that I was seeing. The cool thing about Old Navy is that yes, they do follow trends, and I did find some stuff that was like on the more trendy side, but I also feel like they do a pretty good job of catering to more just like kind of not generic, but like kind of just basic pieces, which I think is really nice because it's a good affordable option for just kind of basic wardrobe filling pieces. But they also have cuter stuff if you're looking for trend or seasonally appropriate items. I was actually kind of interested in seeing what they have because we are doing a trip to New England in the fall. And so normally I'm not that interested when stores turn over to fall and winter clothes because for us in Southern California, it's either completely irrelevant or always a little too early. But given that this trip was coming up, I was interested to see what their fall selection looked like. I love fall fashion, so I was into the mannequins at the front. That being said, pretty much everything I wanted in my size they had, except for one thing that I really wanted to try on that they didn't have in my size. We'll get to that. But everything else they had. Employees were really nice and attentive, and yeah, I had a good experience. I went on a very non-crowded day at a very non-crowded time to be at the mall, so yeah. Wow, can you tell it's been a minute since I recorded one of these videos? I'm like, what else do I say? Okay, let's just talk about the clothes, shall we? The first outfit I tried on consisted of this Argyle sweater in a size medium, made of 55% cotton and 45% polyester. I will also note that the tag mentioned that it was made with 20% recycled material, and it's $44.99. I do think it was a little overpriced, but I know that this is on sale on the website, and I'm also pretty sure I caught there was like a 40% off sale going on in the store as well. The thing about Old Navy especially is that if you buy online, almost every time you should never have to pay full price. I put that over this boyfriend shirt in a size medium. This is made of 100% 99% cotton, and it was $36.99. And I paired them both with these barrel jeans in a size 12, made up of 99% cotton and 1% spandex. And they're $49.99. Starting with the sweater. So the sweater was cropped. I really liked the cut. Specifically, I did like the cropped length of it, where it was cropped, but it wasn't like teeny tiny crop top cropped. It was just like a nice cut, like right at the, like right above my waist, which I thought was really nice. I also liked the drop shoulders. I felt like the reason I ended up putting this sweater over the boyfriend shirt was because that's how it was set up on the mannequin, and I really liked the look. And honestly, I think it looked really cute. This is obviously not something I could wear in the climate that I live in, but the vibe is really cute. If I was like a school teacher in a different climate, like it's giving that, you know what I mean? Like it's giving academia, right? Which is kind of just like general fall aesthetic, but I really like it. So I liked the crop, I liked the drop shoulders. I thought the cut of the sweater was really cute. Sorry, I just killed the spider. I'm sorry to all you spider lovers out there. I had to kill it, it was bothering me. The like side quest spider saga that's going on is something else. Tuna, I had to, useless. I do them myself. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, the sweater was thicker than I expected it to be, but not so thick that it couldn't be used as a nice layering material. And also, it was really soft. Like I couldn't stop doing this while I was wearing it. It was like, ooh, so soft. Oh my God, so soft. Moving on to the shirt I was wearing underneath it, the boyfriend shirt. This shirt I thought was really cute. The material was super lightweight, so it was really good for layering below the sweater. Oh my God, the spider didn't die. Oh my God, no, not this handicapped injured spider, I'm sorry. Oh my God, that was really traumatizing. Mario would kill me, by the way. He never kills spiders, he lets them back outside. But I don't have the stomach for that. Whew, that was tough, that was tough. Sorry, I thought I killed the spider, but it was like dragging itself along by I can't even tell you, that was traumatizing. What am I talking about? The shirt is really cute. Versatile, right? You can layer it below things or above things. It was lightweight, breezy. It also had a cut that I really liked. This is a medium, and a medium is like pretty much an average size shirt of what I would wear. I wouldn't say this is like necessarily massively oversized, but like enough that I definitely feel like I could wear it over something and it would be really cute. Okay, then I picked up these barrel jeans in a size 12. I'm a pretty consistent size 12 at Old Navy, which is something I just know from previous experience. I feel like barrel jeans have been really trendy for a while, which means any day now I'm gonna catch on to the trend. I feel like something has to be trendy for like a year, and then I'm like, fine, I'm into it. But I actually thought these were really cute. I was really into the cut. A lot of the jeans that I currently own have the same kind of cropped length on them, which I kind of enjoy. There was a really nice stretch to the material that probably came from the small percentage of spandex that exists within the denim. The stretch allowed them to not be too rigid, but even without being rigid, there was still like a nice weight to the denim where they felt like true, like 100% denim rigid jeans. Also, I always got to give big ups when I feel like I see decent pockets, and these pockets were really nice. Okay, moving on to the next outfit that consisted of this plaid mini skirt in a size large made of a polyester rayon spandex blend, and it cost $34.99. I paired that with this cute sweater vest. This is a size small. It's 50% nylon, 25% cotton, and 25% wool. And it also costs $34.99. Starting with the skirt, I really wanted to try this on. It was part of the front display of clothing, and it was calling to me. I thought it was so cute. I normally would of course grab an XL. The biggest one they had was a large, and I asked, and the employee said they had just stocked all of the ones that had been in the back. They just re-put them out in the front, that it was a really popular piece. So they only had a size large, and the next biggest size was a 3X. So I went with a size large, and I kind of knew going in that these were gonna be a little small on me. They fit my waist. I was able to get them on and zip them up easily, but frankly, they were just a little too tight in my hips, and because of that, they kind of bunched up weirdly above my butt. And honestly, the skirt was just a little bit shorter than I wanted. That's not really this particular skirt's fault. It's not the right size, but it was just too bad because I actually thought it was really cute. I liked the print. I loved the cut where you could like this layered cut kind of looked. Also, it was lined, which I thought was really nice. And honestly, the material was a much thicker weight than I was expecting. Obviously, a lot of the stuff at Old Navy is cheaper. Usually they're made of synthetic fabric blends, and so I don't expect a lot in terms of like heft and weight and quality of the material when I'm touching them for the very first time. But I was pretty impressed with the skirt. I wish it was my size, but it wasn't, so it's not for me. But what did fit me was this sweater vest. It was so cute for being a synthetic fabric blend that was only, you know, 25% cotton, 25% wool, and majoritively nylon. It was a really good weight. It felt like a real, you know, like real wool sweater. The design was very cute. You know, from my subjective opinion, I'm really into a sweater vest. There was a period of time where I owned like 4 or 5 sweater vests, and I would wear them all the time. I think they're a great layering piece. I think they're cute to wear on their own. I really like them, and this one is great. They had actually a bunch of colors. I just like thought this one went best with the skirt. I was very much pleased with this. It's not something that I wear these days. I'm not a big sweater vest person at this moment in my life, but if you're into sweater vest, this is a very cute option. So yeah, I was pretty into this. Okay, the next thing I tried on was this maxi dress in a size medium made of 100% viscose rayon for $49.99. I love a maxi dress. Truly, I am a person who enjoys wearing a maxi dress. I thought this one was a great length. I am 5'8" for reference. I'm a little shy of 5'8", I'm like 5'7"3/4. Let's call it 5'8" for fun. And I thought this came down to a really great length on me. If you're a little shorter, I would perhaps get a petite. It had a little tie that went around the back, which I thought gave it a great shape through the torso, kind of highlighted my curves. Whereas if it didn't have that, I feel like it would have been a little too drab. But the tie ended up making it really flattering. The material was super, super thin. As in, I had to put my hand underneath the fabric and check that it wasn't see-through thin, like so thin. I also thought that it had kind of an odd cut in the chest. This was a size medium, which is pretty typical for me in dresses because I tried, when I can, size dresses to my top. Since I have a smaller chest, I'm literally wearing a push-up bra right now. But since I have like basically no chest, especially after giving birth, like these things went you know, I'm usually a size medium, and I still felt like the cut, like the boobs, like wanted me to have boobs that were like here. And I'm like, hello? No. So the cut was just a little odd. Like they didn't quite know where the women's breasts were supposed to go. But overall it was fine. I mean, honestly, nothing crazy to write home about. A little overpriced for how thin the material was, truly, but it was still cute. I'll give it that. The next outfit I tried on was this mini purple dress in a size medium made of 100% viscose rayon, and it costs $39.99. Okay, let's start with the things that I love in this dress. I love the sleeves. The flutter sleeves are so cute. I'm always obsessed when something has flutter sleeves. The lace cut in the chest area is so darling. This was a tad too short. I perhaps could have gotten a large, although I don't know, then I feel like it would have been too big, of course, in the chest as per usual, but maybe that would have helped with the length. I will say that this was a thicker material than the maxi dress, so I wasn't concerned about it like being see-through the way I was with the other one, but it was still pretty light. Not completely unusual. Very nice for, again, somewhere warmer, light and breezy, like here would be nice, but still a pretty light material. This dress is a size medium, like I said, just like the maxi dress, but I will say in this one, they seem to figure out where the boobs were supposed to go. So the pattern making is all over the place here. And finally, the last outfit I tried on is this workout outfit, including the Exhale Seamless Workout Top in a size large, made of a nylon spandex blend for $19.99. I paired that with these high-rise joggers, also made of a nylon spandex blend in a size extra large, and they cost $39.99. So the top is a size large, but if you look at it on me, I feel like it's running really, really small. As a reminder, I tried on a small sweater vest, which fit me well, and the medium dresses, which I think also fit me pretty well. This is a large and it's quite tight. That being said, the material is very stretchy, so I didn't feel like it was too small on me. I just feel like for a large, it was running small. So I guess this is just a note that in general, Old Navy sizing all over the place, worth a little try on. I jumped around like I usually do whenever I put on a workout top, and it stayed in place relatively well. I'm not gonna dock too many points. I think it did a pretty good job. The material felt really thick. I honestly was thinking to myself, wow, if I was working out outside right now, it would get really hot really fast. Like, it was a very thick material. That being said, for the material, I did love the ribbing and the stretch, and I kind of thought this shirt was cute. I love a basic black tee. I was kind of into it. And okay, so the shirt ran small, the pants ran huge. These were an extra large, my normal size. I think extra large usually corresponds with 12, especially in Old Navy. They were ginormous on me. I think they said they were supposed to be high rise. I had to tie them as tight as possible to get them to sit where they sat. And I feel like in the moment I didn't notice it, but now that I'm looking back at the footage, they were sitting lower than they were supposed to. I probably should have gone in size down. I just thought, well, they're staying up, so they're my size. But they were sitting so low. In my mind, I'm like, wow, what a crazy drop crotch on these. Like, my thighs were rubbing together, but I think that they just run really big for some reason. Like, I'm definitely usually an extra large. And I feel like, honestly, now thinking about it, I maybe could have gone down to like, God, I don't want to say medium because that would be crazy, but maybe even like a medium. I don't know. Either way, I liked the look, but I did, like I said, have to tie them really tight to keep them in place. Otherwise my thighs were rubbing together. But they were made of this like sleek tech go dry material, so like kind of that like anti, moisture wicking kind of material, and they were comfortable and cute. Despite the weird sizing on both of these pieces, I actually think this was like weirdly my favorite outfit. But when it comes to Old Navy athleisure, which is something I haven't really tried before, definitely check the sizing, because everything else I would say was roughly true to size, to what my expectation and what my size usually is, except for these two pieces. They were all over the place, but they were still cute. So it might be worth it because they are cost effective and they're nice, but definitely worth a little look-see, a little feeling if you like that kind of material, because like that shirt was shockingly thick. And then also a double check of the size, because it's all over the place. Okay, you guys, and that's everything I tried on at Old Navy, and that was my experience with it. What did you guys think? Did you have a favorite outfit? I showed Mario all the pictures. His favorite outfit was me in that Argyle sweater, and also he loves the maxi dress. Mario loves a maxi dress. I would say my favorite outfit was probably either the workout outfit or the Argyle sweater outfit. Maybe I should do more of that, where I just like copy a mannequin that I really like, because it ended up giving me a really cute outfit. In the end, I ended up not buying anything. I didn't really need anything. Nothing was like blowing me away enough to purchase it for my trip. So I left the store empty-handed, but with a lot of knowledge to pass on to you. So if you're interested in shopping at Old Navy for back to school or the fall, that was my experience. Hopefully it helped you guys out. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I love you oh so much, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.